Game running. But how should I structure the window? Well, I suppose I should start by launching the freaking game, huh? Alright, it's a Unity game. And I launched the crash handler by accident. Why is that just... Oh no, it's in full screen. Alt-Enter. Yes, that still works. Oh, damn. Thank you. I didn't even have to select it. Oh god, it's loud. Quick, where's my audio mixer? I'm sure that there's volume options somewhere, but it looks like it's going to take me a minute to get to them, so... I'm just going to use the Windows audio mixer for this one, for now. Whew. Wow, that was loud. Alright, so what are we in for today? I'm not sure. Yes, I am sure. I know the vague premise of this game. Which is that it is, Super Mario RPG, but not. You know what? Maybe I should have, like, read some stuff from the Kickstarter page or something. Yeah, but this is fine. I wonder if I can keep controlling this even when I'm, like... in another window. Nope, I can't. That's fine. I'll just turn off the preview image and just play it from here. Okay. Whew! That... Oh my god. It's so loud! Okay, let me, like... Oh, there's no fine-tuning this. They need to work on their UI a little bit. Okay. Let me see if I can get this back up to a normal level before we start tweaking it. Okay. Do you see how difficult this is? There's no way to, like, increment or decrement it. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Whew, well, that was an adventure that I wasn't expecting. In the options menu. Oh, you can jump. Wait. Wait. I'm pressing the jump button, and I am jumping, but it's the attack button that's being, signaled as being inputted. And when I press the attack button, nothing is inputted. That's weird. Wait a minute, no. It's saying that I can't attack. Okay, that's what it is. So you can access your menu while in midair, but you can't attack. Okay. So that was just me completely misreading what was going on here. Oh my goodness, you look a bit scary. Well, if it isn't Rye, did you see the meteorites as well? I never thought I would see something like that. I think one fell on Satis Town. Do you think I should worry about my family? I don't know, do they live in Satis Town? This is a kind of a different art style. When I looked at the official renders, it almost looked like they were carved out of wood or something. Like, that was the kind of aesthetic they were going for. And you know what? Look at this guy's hands. That's like the exact same shape of hands that Gino has from Super Mario RPG. Yeah, I can see exactly where they're drawing their inspiration here. Arrgh, monster! And of course, this, like, battle layout is one-to-one a replica of what we got in Super Mario RPG. Press the A button. Oh, that's a little bit different. And yep, timed hits are present. You can make double damage with it. And same deal here. Press the button at the right time and you can block incoming damage. This was the foundation for many Mario RPGs yet to come. Like when it was first implemented. I mean, it was kind of a revolutionary thing. I have a hard time thinking of any RPGs that did this sort of thing before Super Mario RPG. It really helps to keep the battles engaging. And the fact that you get an extra little animation when you do it right, just adds to the flourish. Alright, special moves. Oh, we got something a little bit different than just MP here. I wonder how this works. Up to 3 levels of charge, okay. You'll have a few seconds to execute the right commands and charge its power. For thunder, press X as fast as you can. Yep, just like the fire orb from Super Mario RPG. Alright, very good, very good. Ooh! I didn't expect to be able to get all the way up here. My god, this little knight guy is a way better jumper than Mario was in his original game. So yeah, pretty much everything is in the same place as you would expect, except the A and B buttons are a little bit different. Also, this is something that trips up people to this day with Mario RPG. If you're, like, selecting something in a different menu, and you press the A button to confirm your action, and you end up selecting attack instead. Too slow. Too fast. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to that. Wait, did I get that correct that time? I couldn't tell. Oh yeah, this is gonna take some practice to get used to. Some very warm lighting going on here. I guess that's the power of... Oh, look at the little shiny effect on the trees. That's surprising. I can only dream of what, like, an HD remake of Super Mario RPG could look like. It's never gonna happen. It wouldn't surprise me if Square has just outright lost the source material for Super Mario RPG at this point. Yep, first strike is a thing. Alright, timing is a little bit later than I expect. Huh? Wait, that counted? I feel like it's saying great if I press the button after the damage number pops up. That doesn't seem right. Too slow. Yeah, it's weird. That could definitely use a bit of fine-tuning. Working on improving your stream, keeps buffering. Yeah, that'll happen when it's, when the connection is not so great. Hey, hello there, you in the chat. Hello there, Dadu. You remember Super Mario RPG, right? This game is taking plenty of cues from it, and I have high hopes for it. I hope that it goes a long way and gets improved by the time it actually releases, but this is just a demo. This could be very non-indicative of what we get in the full version. Ah, there we go. That's what I need to do. I gotta say, the input window is fairly narrow compared to the generous timing that you get in Mario RPG. Like, I feel like you could be a full half-second off and you would still get it correct in that game. But, you know what, it's fine. The ideal experience for a game like this is to where you can do just fine, even if you completely fail every action input. Like, this is just something to raise the skill ceiling, so to speak. You know, you could end a battle in 2 turns instead of 3, for example. You could take 0 damage instead of 4. Oh, what's this? Oh! Huh. They have you assign your bonus points in a menu rather than immediately after you level up. Interesting. But this is like exactly the same as Mario RPG, where you choose between physical, special, and HP. Looks pretty nifty so far, even if it's just a demo. Yeah, I've got confidence that this will come a long way. I just can't get back to town with all these ogres around. Look at the way his mouth moves! Yeah, they were definitely going for a wood puppet aesthetic for the characters in this game. Who would have thought? Even after the Dragon King's defeat, there are still monsters around. I will hide until they leave. Oh, something weird going on with the... Oh, that's a slope, of course. Come to think of it, were there even slopes in Mario RPG? I remember there being stairs, but, Slopes seem kind of rare in hindsight. Most of the time you just jump from one ledge to another. And speaking of which, I wonder if we're gonna get any, like, platforming challenges in this demo. I wanna hit this guy. He looks vaguely Goomba-ish, but actually, that's just because his arms are all folded up. I gotta say, the music is nowhere near as punchy as I was hoping it would be. Like, the jams of Mario RPG came fast and furious, especially the battle theme. Whereas with this one, I can barely tell the difference between the map music and the... Oh, there's a bird. Let's try Thunder. I'm gonna try to listen. See if I can tell the difference between the musics. It's like you gotta change in tempo, and you've got the presence or absence of a drum. That's the most difference I can tell so far. Ooh, I'll take a healing spring. I'll take some isometric platforming. That's not healing. That's troll japes. Oh, they also create a checkpoint. Very nice. Oh, I guess it just happens. This is an early build. You can't expect all the little bells and whistles and flourishes from a finished game just yet. Wolf. There's a big cooldown period between when you can do your attack swings on the map. There we go. Yeah, very consistently, the timing for these attacks is just a little bit after when I think it is. The little sound they make when they notice you sounds almost like a car horn to me. I don't know why. Yeah, there's definitely something to be fine-tuned here with the input window for attacking and blocking, because, like, whether the developer realizes it or not, you do create certain expectations based on how the animations flow. When, like, a player feels the greatest urge to press a button or whatever. I feel like if the developer had resources for that, he could, like, gather data and, like, see when the most people press the button and kinda adjust the timing window based on that. That would be neat if he could do that. So I still don't really understand how this SP system works. I should pay more attention to it. I see that I've got a little diamond right under my character's health there in the battle window, but I don't yet understand what it means. Whoa, crystals, what? What in the world is this? I guess I'll worry about that later. I didn't even look at the menu all that much, really. But it's not like I have anything to change it out with, so... we'll probably come back to that. I've got a firebomb, too. I didn't notice that. I'll probably have to hold on to that until things start looking dicey. So wait, was there anything over here? Or is this just, like, area to explore? You remember blasting your way through Super Mario RPG? Sorry about all the cussing. You're lost without a book. A portion of SP is recovered each time you attack an enemy, so don't be afraid to use it. One full SP will be replenished after 3 attacks. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That seems to be, like, an increasingly popular way of doing things nowadays. Like, more and more RPG developers are saying to the idea of, like, MP as a resource. So, like, I always kind of had a problem with it anyway because it was so scarce. You know, it really discouraged you from actually using your special abilities. it's okay in theory. Like, it has its roots in Dungeons and Dragons, where when you start an adventure, all your characters, all your wizards, would only be able to cast a certain number of spells per day that they would be adventuring, and they wouldn't be able to charge them up again until they slept in an inn or whatever. Some peoples call this Vancian magic. So it's like you can cast 3 fireballs and 1 fire tornado, and casting one will not impact the amount of times you can cast the other. That's where it all got started. And then Final Fantasy came along with its MP system. Actually, wait a minute. No, they actually started with Vancian magic on the NES. Yeah, they started off with the Dungeons & Dragons system, and then after that, somewhere along the line, maybe Final Fantasy II, they established the MP system, where you just have a finite number of points per character. And that's what they can cast magic with. And they kind of stuck with the same idea of wizards not being able to cast again until they slept in an inn or whatever. Puzzles. I think I'm hitting more than once by accident. Nope. Got any clues for me, Mr. Man? Hey, this is a surprisingly tricky first puzzle. I need to find a way to be methodical about this. And yet here I am just kind of swinging away randomly. Well, in other games, that sometimes ends up working out. Okay, all of them are in the same position now. This affects the back too. Yeah, maybe I should just, like, test all this out. That affects almost all of them except for the front. That affects the front too. Oh, that should be it. Okay, there we go. Puzzle solved. Yay! Yeah, random hitting of levers can only get you so far. Where was I? Oh yeah, MP. Wizard! Wait, you can block spells? Couldn't do that in Mario RPG. Although I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It was kind of a given that, like, if an enemy spell is coming your way, well, that's just, nothing you can do about that. That's what makes enemy spellcasters special, is that you can't block against them. So you're just kind of at the mercy of whatever is coming your way. This does remind you of RPG. Well, it's directly inspired by it. Like the little townspeople, the little villagers, they are explicitly modeled after Geno from Super Mario RPG with like the puppet features. And I don't need the developers' confirmation on that because I can tell just by looking. And speaking of which, I heard that the Geno costume finally came back to Super Smash Bros. And people were, like, really sad about it because it, quote-unquote, deconfirms Geno as a character. Never deal in absolutes when it comes to Smash Bros., alright? You really can never tell. People were saying, oh, we're never gonna get more than one character from a third-party franchise, and then Sephiroth came out. And they were like, oh, if a character is a spirit that you can equip, then it'll never be an unlockable character, and then Min Min came along. This thing looks mean. Ooh, that's got a real charge up. It's the enemies that wait a long time before attacking that I always have the most trouble with. Paper Mario Master Quest had the boos do that. Where they would get all up in your face and wait for like 3 whole seconds before attacking, and it just drove me crazy. When surrounded by them, I would actually have to use save states in order to survive, because it was just too much. I couldn't deal with it. Genome, dark purple cloak. Well, more bluish, but yeah, you get the idea. It was the original little Puppet Man character that, like, never came back after that game. Neither did Mallow. Mallow was another original character made for Mario RPG. He was the little puffball with the striped pants. He was a good character, and, well, his story arc kind of ended with Mario RPG, so it's not too surprising that he never came back. But I do miss him sometimes. Old puffball wizard. Alright, I should be careful with my resources. You know what? This game, as far as I can tell, does not, like, heal you when you get a level up. So that's putting a little bit of strain on me as far as, like, surviving this dungeon here. Well, never mind. There's a potion right there. I'll hold on to it just a little bit longer. Oh, another save point. Is every save point also a heal point? I guess that's fair, but it's a little bit weird. Ow! I was holding the right button and I pressed start, thinking that it would just bring up a menu, but I forgot. That's literally just the sound settings. Big ogre! Oh, now I wish I had the, What happens if I run from a boss fight? I kind of want to up the music level, but nope, looks like that's not going to happen. Hold button, then release. Alright, let's give this a try. I think I got that right? Oop. Chunky boulder! Oh boy, it's like I'm not even trying anymore. Oh, there we go. You can charge it up like 2 levels. I see. There we go. Finally got a little bit of that going. Whew. Yeah, if you're good at blocking, then you can just shrug off any attack, I think. But it is very difficult. Some would say that that's how it ought to be. Because it rewards skilled play. That's kind of how the Mario and Luigi RPGs were, where you could pretty much dodge every attack and take 0 damage on every encounter if you were good enough. Oh, that is terrible damage. I got a feeling that's only really useful against groups of enemies. I'm gonna try one of these fire bums. See what happens. Well, that's exactly what I thought would happen. Too fast. Alright, you gotta actually land your attacks if you want to recharge your SP. Okay. So it's not quite as sustainable as I thought it would be, but it's still a pretty good system. Yeah, I think recharging MP is, like, the way to go from now on. I mean, it kinda has been for a while.
Hey, what are you doing here? No one should be able to pass the cosmic barrier. Ah, whatever. I have to get rid of you myself.
Oh, I just had a boss fight. Are you kidding me? Alright, fine. Is this battle music? If it wasn't for, like, the vague, distant percussion, I would think that someone was trying to, like, lull me to sleep. There we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bump the music up a little bit. Not that much, not that much, not that... UI Design 101. Make your sliders go in increments. Or at the very least, give them a slow acceleration to start with, because this is way too much. Alright, what were you gonna say?
Oh, thank you so much, Sir Knight. These monsters just came out of nowhere. Please help the other people in town. Take this, it might help you.
This is also very reminiscent of... Oh, shoot. Okay, false alarm. I was afraid that we were getting disconnect problems, but nope. It was just a fluke. Wants to hear Claire de Lune while in battle. But maybe that's what the developer was going for. Like, he wants this to be kind of a storybook kind of experience. But even so, I don't know. At the very least, I think these could use a few remixes. I have no idea what this thing is, but it's not interactable. It looks almost like the head of a mushroom, but I can barely tell. Let me see, what else do I have in here? Yeah, what was with the crystals that I just picked up? I see, okay. So, they're basically just collectibles that boost your stats. You don't have to use them or anything, you just pick them up and boom, there you go. Looking at the, like, environment here makes me wonder what an HD remake of Final Fantasy Tactics would look like. I feel like a lot of, like, pseudo 3D isometric games would really benefit from that kind of treatment. This guy looks like a me. Hang on a minute. Is there a variable mix going on with this music? I'll have to listen to that more closely here in a minute. Ooh, that's a cool move. No, I think it's just very similar sounding. For those that don't know what a variable mix is, that is anytime that a game, like, alternates or toggles between various tracks of its music, like, turns them on and off based on what you're doing.
Oh, it's a Dario. Thanks, young lad. You look strong enough to wipe them all out. Maybe you should help us here.
Alright, cool. I look forward to shopping. Do I even have money? I totally have money. And the shop is literally right here. Alright, what do we got here?
Iron plate.
Spirit boost ring. Oh, they have a limited stock, huh? You don't see that too often. Definitely gonna need more of these. Alright, very good. Just in case. I don't know when the next, like, point of healing is going to be. So, right, variable mix. Probably the easiest example I can think of is Super Mario World, where if you're riding on Yoshi, for example, you will hear bongos added into the mix of the music. In fact, that's kind of what I've been doing with my, with the music that I play at the beginning of each stream, where I will just, you know, shut off melody tracks in Super Nintendo music, so that we just hear, like, the music that, you know, the bass, rhythm, harmony, things like that. Wait, these little imp fellas are everywhere. They're basically the shysters of this world. Boy, that is really tricky to block. Got him. I just can't get over the design of these NPCs. I really like them, even though they are, like, ostensibly quote-unquote ugly from a certain point of view. But for the like general mood that this game is going for, I think it works pretty well. I think they could take this a step further if they were to, well, when I say they, I mean the developer. Who's the developer again? I have this Kickstarter page somewhere. Dragon Vein Studios, sorry. Based in Guadalajara, Mexico. Yes, I think they could take this a step further if they were to, for example, animate cutscenes as though they were, like, stage productions. You know, like someone was actually putting on a puppet show. I think there's a lot of room for stylistic improvements to make this, like, take this a step beyond just, like, a cool choice for how to present your characters, and into, like, a full-on, like, ooh, this is something in and of itself. I don't really know how to put it into words better than that. Okay, bye. Change your pants. I wonder if we're gonna get a second playable character before the end of this demo. It's obvious that the enemy is already using, like, multi-target attacks. So I expect to find another character before this dungeon is done. Well, demo, I suppose I should say. Okay, I feel like this... Can I even interact with them? Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm low on health. I should take care of that. Speaking of puppet aesthetics, I feel like occasionally I hear a little, like, wood rattling sound effect. I don't know if it's the monsters making that sound, or if it's part of the ambient noise, or if it's, like, a part of the percussion. Yeah, I heard it again just now. Huh. What? Surprised I know your name. Anyone who is up to date with the news knows who you are. One of the heroes who defeated the Dragon King. That's no small feat, if I may say so. Oh, are we like a warrior of legend? I had no idea. Broken axe. Oh, hang on a minute. That's probably something I can take to Mr. Dario. Is there something special about these flags? I've been seeing a bunch of them, but I don't really know if they mean anything. All is lost! I blocked the church's entrance so their leader can't get out. Your sword won't be able to break the door seal. You need an axe to do so. Oh. Well, speaking of the devil, I guess that's what we're doing next. Xanadu had special potions for new foes that worked really well, but we're not sure from level to level which one to buy until you've lost a battle. I don't remember that. I did actually, like, oh, I got a bunch of things here, actually. Alright, hang on a minute. I'll come back to that thought. So what did I get? I got, weapon. I got axe. Alright, alright. And, oh, I actually bought this earlier, but completely forgot to equip it. And I got a spirit boost ring. Alright, cool. And hey, look at that, it immediately boosts my HP by the same amount as the max that changed. You don't always get that with RPGs like this. Like, even with Pokemon, usually what'll happen is, oh, your HP increased. And now you are lacking that many more HPs. When you're using, like, a medicine item. But if you gain the HP by a level up, then it's the opposite way. And now that I think about it, that's a really strange discrepancy that I hadn't thought about before. Did I miss anything up here, or is this just more... Okay, for some reason I thought there was a whole castle back here. Nope. Just town, 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 as far as the eye can see. Speaking of towns, I could just as easily have chosen to play something like Stardew Valley before the end of the year, because I heard that that got a really substantial update, including, like, multiplayer, finally, at long last. Multiplayer co-op for Stardew Valley. I know at least one person in my circle of friends that's going to be really happy about that. This looks special, but it's nothing. But yeah, if not for the fact that, like, Stardew Valley can be a very engrossing game to get back into, I might take a look at it. But I know myself. If I, like, start on that game again, I'm gonna find it very difficult to put back down. You know what this game needs? A run button. Oh, hello there, chunky boy. Oh, what do we have here? How did you enter this town? No one should have been able to go through the cosmic barrier. Haha! I see you found the red key orb! Well, we can't have you go around collecting with them and meddling with our plans, now can we? Your journey ends here! Oh, this ought to be good. That did no damage at all. And he gets 2 attacks. Oh dear, this is gonna go badly. It's not all, it barely tickles! Water ball! Where did that come from? Whoa. I can barely recognize him. Also, the music is way louder in this fight for some reason. Sorry about that. Water is any demon's weakness. Every scholar knows that. What? Just look at you. You're so ugly. You even look like you were done in crunch time. What? Is that like a game development joke? Who's there? Right, sorry I'm late. Long time no see, like a week.
Mage, you'll be sorry for interfering.
Right, we will catch up later, but first let's kick this demon's butt. If he still has any left in that form.
Fight already!
Alright, what do we got here? Water drop. Rotate the stick. Uh-oh, I thought we were done with this kind of action command by now. Well, at least it's only for a short period of time, so it's not as destructive as, like, Mario Party was. Oh, I see that everyone has their own little pool of SP to work with. Alright, that works. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting, like, an excellent rating on that anytime soon. Man, this guy really does not like water. What is he doing? Oh! Back into the chunky grumbler form. Now, let's just stick with items for the moment. In fact, you know what? I'll do 2 of them. I think I got it all the way up that time. Oh yeah, that's 49 damage. That's a lot. A lot. Now, I was kind of hoping that the, like, creature design in this game would lean more into, like, the weapon aesthetic that Mario RPG had. Well, not aesthetic, but, like, the theme. I can clearly see that that's not the case here. This is more like standard fantasy monsters. But that's okay. This guy still reminds me an awful lot of for example, Yardovich, the spear monster from Mario RPG. And this, on the other hand, this distinctly looks like like a really goofy Final Fantasy jump monster. I like him a lot. Ah, dang, we actually don't have enough SP for this. Alright though, because even if your attack does no damage, you can still get your points back. Was I thinking that the name was Geno, not Genome? Well, if you're just hearing it spoken out loud, I can see where you would make the mistake. I should have healed there. This might be bad. Yeah, this might be real bad. Ooh boy. That's why we got a revival sap. Uh-oh. Oh boy, okay. Just because you can restore your SP over time doesn't mean that you're not going to need an immediate boost every now and again. Alright, there we go. Now we're fighting fit. Alright, I'm going to try using the base of my hand for this one, see how much better that does. Oh yeah, that was way better. Alright, I'm feeling it. This is where the comeback happens. Look at that, that's 4 great blocks in a row. Still can't get the axe swing right, though. Oh, right, he's... oops. Sometimes wish the attack sound effects sounded guttural. Yeah, the sound design could use a little bit of work in this game. Like, both in terms of the sound effects and the music, in my opinion. But that's partially my opinion, but also partially fact, because it is genuinely good sound design when you you make the player feel something when an action happens. That's how it ought to be. Hey, we got a piece of heart, or whatever the heck that thing is. It's the fire crystal straight out of Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry, the red fusion shard. Not that you have any idea what it is or what it's for, but at least it looks cool. Well, that was unexpected. Anyway, so right, I don't really know what's going on. Do you? Thought as much. People in town are saying a meteorite crashed into the church. Afterwards, the town was covered by a big barrier. Monsters appeared out of thin air. People couldn't leave or get out of town because of the barrier, and nobody could enter or leave cities because of it. Speaking of which, how did you manage to get into town? Well, I could ask you the same question. Don't tell me that weird object you have lets you cross the barrier. Was that a meteorite as well? Let me do some thinking here. People are also saying a lot of meteorites fell in different parts, and after falling, they probably created other barriers as well. Maybe what you have in your hands is a key to disable the barriers. Right, the other meteorites! One could have fallen in Luminous Castle. We have to hurry. Our hometown might be in danger as well. Oh, right. And here I was hoping I would get myself a well-deserved vacation after we'd beaten the Demon King. Peace was just starting to reign. Monsters were scared in their dens. People were happy. Well, no use crying over spilled milk. An RPG without conflict wouldn't be fun anyway. Alright, watch it. Watch it with that self-referential dialogue. I'd better not see too much of that in the full version. I'm cutting you some slack, because we're just getting started. But that is, like, the quickest possible way to break immersion in the fantasy world you're building. And sometimes that's alright, sometimes that's what you're going for, if it's like a parody game. But this clearly is not. This is clearly a genuine effort. Oh, you press the A button and it launches the Kickstarter page. Alright, fair enough. Maybe I should actually read a little bit from this. I'll keep my controller handy in case I need it. Alright, so what have we here? Hang on a minute. Is it just me or is the music, like, kind of loud? Okay, it might just be me. Okay. So, apparently one of the stretch goals for this game was being ported to Android and iOS. They met that goal. So they're going to be doing that. Alright. Most of the stuff mentioned in the Kickstarter page, you basically saw in action through the demo that I just played. So if I see anything new or interesting, I will let you guys know. There's a couple of monsters and environments that we didn't see, but not much. Oh! Interesting, they apparently have a mechanic built to where you can instantly defeat monsters if you're sufficiently stronger than them, and it'll give you a unique battle transition too. If you guys want to check any of this out yourself, or even play the demo yourself, just look up Another Crusade on Kickstarter or Dragon Vein Studios, whichever, and you'll find it pretty quick. They got some music available for download as well. I'll have to take a listen to that and see if I can perhaps improve on it at all. I genuinely want to try, like, messing around with some of it and seeing if I can do a remix to make it a bit more exciting. Oh, they have a few more stretch goals that have not been made. Alright, let's see here. One stretch goal that did not get met. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in order here because there's a lot of them. So, first stretch goal that didn't get met. Summon ability. Fight a monster boss, and you'll get them as an ally in battle. It's supposedly classic-style beast summoning. Alright, that's an interesting idea. Probably very extra, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Next stretch goal, Boss Rush and New Game Plus. Oh, well, it's too bad that's not going to make it into the game. Multi-language support. Oh, what? Oh, damn. I thought for sure that this was going to release in dual English and Spanish, but no, that was a stretch goal. It's just going to be English for the time being. The stretch goal specifically mentions Spanish, Japanese, and 2 languages selected by a poll. That's too bad. I think this could have some potential in a Japanese market. As for Spanish, I'm not so sure, but hey, you never know. Probably wouldn't do too well in Brazil, because practically everyone's a pirate because, like, prices are so obnoxiously high over there. Next stretch goal, mini-games. Well, there's not much to say about that. Wow, if they raised 1 million pesos, they were going to make a Nintendo Switch and PlayStation port. I doubt that's gonna happen, but hey, it may happen someday. Another stretch goal, extra stages to go through. Another stretch goal was a rendered intro and ending. Huh. Interesting. I wouldn't think that would be too hard to make, to just, like, pre-render an animation, but, you know what, maybe I'm not giving, like, 3D animators enough credit. Maybe it actually is a big effort to take existing assets and script a whole, like, scene out of them. Final stretch goals, more rendered scenes, and an entire side story to play as another character. Interesting. Alright, skimming through the rest of this, not much else to see just yet. There's at least 3 people working on this. One, like, core designer, 1 3D artist, and 1 musician. I'm gonna have to look up this guy. Shoot, how do you say this? I don't know how to pronounce the letter C in Spanish. Becerra is how I'm going to call it. I might have to look that guy up and see what his repertoire is. And there's also a key website where there's more informations. Actually, significantly less informations now that I'm looking at it. Oops. Well, fine. They did include this little picture, so I will go ahead and share this before we complete our session here. And that image is... not that image. That's a spoiler for what we're going to get into next. There we go. I'll just drag and drop it. There we go. Happy holidays from Dragon Vein Studios. Well, happy holidays to you guys too. Hope they are taking it easy. Is that a sneak peek at the next player character up there? Actually, that kind of looks like the 3D artist. Like, that might be her, like, in-game caricature or something. Well, anyway, I was glad to have the opportunity to play this. I think this game has some potential. It might not have quite the level of blast-off success that Bug Fables had, but I still think it'll be worth looking out for. I think it'll still be a damn fine game in its own right, if they can see their vision fulfilled. This turned out to be pretty good music to close on. And speaking of which, time to close it off. Alright, don't need this text here. Let me get rid of that text, because the stream has already started. Don't need plant, either. Next thing to do is move on to some Flash websites. Let's see, what am I going to call this?